Hey guys, well, back again, and I think it's time we did another unboxing. We picked up Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows. So, well, what do you say we jump right on into this, guys? Let's go.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in.
Okay, guys, welcome back again. Dave's Dimension, welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel that is the home for your tech, toys, and talk. And we're, of course, always going to be the channel where chaos and insanity reign supreme. Now, guys, you gotta know I'm a big Spider-Man fan, but I've also been against this whole no window and also the price increase on these figures. This is a double set, obviously, with MJ and Peter Parker. Now, with this did set me back about 54 and change. I got this at Target, but I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I could not pass this up. I actually don't have a truly classic Spider-Man. All that I have are the movie, the MCU version of Spider-Man, and some of the retro cards like the Ben Reilly, the Iron Armor Spider-Man, basically everything but your basic OG Peter Parker. So I kind of had to get this. So guys, what do you say we get right on into this? Huh? We're going to tear into this. And also, of course, guys, as you can see, it's the Spider-Man 60th anniversary. That's 60 amazing years. So yet again, another reason why to get this. Okay, guys, so let's get right on into this. Now, let's find something to cut through it with. Should have had that ahead of time. There we go. Oh, we got first things first, our legal papers. Let's just slide this out. Let's see what this looks like now. Yeah. That's it right there, guys. So, we went from the cardboard with at least the clear plastic holding the figures into now this. This is what we get now. This is what Hasbro is getting. Now, I get that they're trying to be environmental and reduce waste, but look at this. We still get a lot more cardboard that they have to dispose of instead of plastic. It is what it is, guys. So, without further ado, this is the Peter Parker little pouch. And this is, I don't know if you call this like a wax paper or whatnot. I mean, I guess it's great because you can use this again to stow whatever accessories you're not going to use with your figure. I guess that's a thing you could do. I guess this is supposed to be like kind of like pegging out to open this up and then slide out your figure like that. Sure, you don't have the loudness of the plastic. And again, I guess these plastics, these little wax papery sleeves are kind of good for when you want to stow your character maybe in storage. But, the experience has something to be desired. And we got some toe articulation here. Those that are familiar with McFarlane, we have toe articulation, but we got articulation that McFarlane doesn't have. Just to show you guys, you can tip the toe straight, upwards, or even downwards. So maybe having him standing on like a diorama roof ledge or something, that can kind of like help hold him in place. So far, the lining, I've heard some people who have had some bad lining as far as the webbing on the head here. I think this is perfect actually so far. I even like that they did some stretching molding right there, like the suit is stretching across the Spider-Man's buttocks. And what's cool is they actually have him with his thwip hand in one hand, and his left arm, he's got his fists. Like he's ready to, punch someone as he's whipping through the air. You know, I haven't, like I said, this is my first classic Spider-Man here, and I'm loving this. The art deco on here is definitely top notch, guys. The art on here, the paint, there is a little bit of a cavity right at the base of his skull, top of his neck, but that's perfectly fine. Um, the whip hand looks good. I mean, even the uh, lines on that whip hand look really good. I like the darker blue on here. This is looking pretty awesome. Now, I've had an issue with some of the legs feel a little bit wonky. This one feels nice and tight. I love that they give us a lot of the kind of intense musculature, of his legs. Don't worry, he's Spider-Man. He can survive anything. I mean, we get that kind of stretching of the suit and the showing of the muscles, the texturing of the muscle sculpt right there. We see that everywhere on the suit, so it's this is definitely a win for me. I was really worried about it because not being able to see what it looks like through the window, I was tremendously worried about it. Um, other reviewers will also point out that we don't see any kind of discolored pegging here. In fact, it looks like they kind of hit the pegs on the arms here, which is really great. This left arm feels slightly loose, but not too loose. This is our classic Spider-Man with the classic Spider emblem on the back. Looks really good. Let's pop his head off. Let's have Peter Parker on there. And this is a very comic book accurate Peter Parker right there, guys. Again, they did a great job on the paint. The eyes, they have the raised brow, kind of. This is definitely an older Peter Parker. This is Peter Parker getting married, of course. Or as he's married. And I think this looks fantastic. Now, we do get some alternate hands to play with. We get closed fist for the right hand. We get a whip hand for the left. But we also get these wall crawling open palms for both hands. So if you wanted to do a wall crawling pose, you could actually do that. And I like that they kind of gave us the maneuverability with the toes right here, so you can do a lot of different poses with this. So that is fantastic. Let's move on to Mary Jane. Let's move on. Now, I imagine they're going to give us the same kind of accessories here. Civilian head, open hands, probably a whip hand, and a do. Let's take a look at the Mary Jane sculpt. A lot of people have compared her to Gwen, which I'm sure is not that bit of a quantum leap. I mean, all you're doing is making the red blonde. But this is definitely an awesome looking MJ. I love the sculpt of the hair. It's like you can see the individual threading. I don't know how well that's coming across on my Elgato webcam because it does not have autofocus, which is a shame. I really need to set it up so that my phone is capturing it because my phone does the autofocus. But I loved how natural this really looks. I think they did a really good job here. We're not going to go over the hands because I already showed you the Spider-Man hands. These are just solid white, so there's no line or paneling that needs to be done. So again, let's move on to MJ. MJ. Marsha. And again, I guess these sleeves don't throw these out. Don't throw these sleeves out if you're not going to use them ever again. Set them aside. You're going to have a collector friend who will use them or who may want them for other figures. They're going to come in handy, so I would not dispose of them. And I like the sculpt on her head here. Now, comparing the two, looks pretty good. I mean, of course, we have MJ smiling. Nose looks like it should be about the same, except she's got her hair up. And of course, we got the peg hole on the back right there. We got some cuffs right here at the legs. And we don't have the articulation that we do on Spider-Man's feet. We don't have that on hers. That's only on his. But articulation is really nice. Joints don't feel loose at all. Don't feel too stiff. Feels just right. We got her thrip in the left hand and the fist in her right. But all in all, I am digging this. I love the paneling that they have for the top portion of her suit. Spider emblem there. Now, of course, obviously they do the best they can. We do have some little spot on top of the shoulder, but that's perfectly fine. We got MJ's outfit right there. They did a tremendous job on the paneling. I really have no complaints on this. I mean, yes, there is a little bit of a cavity on her. Let me see if we can get her up there. There is a slight cavity right there, but we have to make allowances for a figure like this. Now, obviously, we put the civilian MJ head on. Yeah, we still have gaps here. They still have more noticeable cavity because the hair does not. I mean, let's take a look right here, guys. The hair is not sitting nice and flat. There's some gaps right here. That is a little bit of an annoyance. I don't know if a little bit of heat will allow you to press it closer. But I'm going to say for the most part, I'm probably going to keep this head on her. For the most part, because that's looking a little bit more natural than the big gaps that we have towards the front and the back of the hair right there. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to do a couple poses with her and Peter in her civilian look. And looking at her from the front, you're really not going to notice it unless you turn sideways. You're going to see that big gap that's right there. So that's my only complaint here. That's my only complaint. Secondary complaint. It would be cool if we had some webbing action, like some kind of battle effect, or like a little thrip, a little webbing that we're being shot, or I don't know. How about a bouquet of flowers that's just all webbing? I mean, they could have done something like that. But all in all, I'm really digging these. Really digging them. Now I'm gonna have to do some posing and see what I'm gonna wind up doing. Do I think I'm gonna keep Peter's civilian head on? Probably not. I'm probably gonna keep the Spidey head on him. I am gonna do a couple photos with them together. I'll be posting that on my Instagram. So if you want to check those out, you're gonna go to Daves_Dimension. Stay tuned to Daves_Dimension on Instagram. You'll see more coming out, guys. So, guys, there we are. Is this set worth it? Hell yes. Get this set by all means. I highly recommend getting this set. I mean, with the paneling that they did on both these figures, they did tremendous justice. If you don't already have an old school style, comic book style Spider-Man, hop on this guy. I missed out on the pizza Spidey. I missed out on so many others. So it's finally good to have a comic accurate Spider-Man, and they definitely did him justice. They definitely did. It would have been cool to have a little few effects, but I get it. It is what it is. For the price point, $55. Do I think it's completely justified? My personal opinion, no. It could have been a few bucks less, but I get that this is what Hasbro is doing now. So there's no arguing that can be done about it. There's nothing that can be justified about it. I am going to hold on to these little bags, so when I'm not using the other accessories, maybe I can write on a little piece of painter's tape or something, write a little label, what accessories or what figure this is for, set it aside. And like I said, if you're someone who maybe displays your figures seasonally, or maybe you're going to put a few figures into storage, these are not that bad. They're not bad bags to use. They're not the greatest quality, mind you, but they're not bad. There could be worse. The unboxing presentation of this is something to be desired. I mean, look how much cardboard this is wasting. We have an entire box that is wasted cardboard. To me, that's not exactly helping the environment. I think it's more of maybe cardboard costs Hasbro less than plastic. That's really where I think it's coming from. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. Hey, guys, if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know in the comment section below what figures you want me to check out next, or maybe there's a brand of figures you want me to check out next. I know a lot of people doing Mythic Legions, and also a few others. But guys, if you like this video, and if you're not already a follower of the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications. And guys, thank you for hanging out in Dave's Dimension, the home for tech, toys, and talk. And don't forget, every Tuesday we do a video game live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday night, and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern we have our Thursday Night Live, where we talk and discuss anything and everything, and it's an open stream for anyone and everyone to join. So guys, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting, and I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.